Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with the Organizational Innovation and Development Laboratory. In this video, we will discuss the material in the design thinking module. So friends, for those who don't know, design thinking is a human research center approach to innovation to develop a product or company. At the first design thinking practical meeting, we will discuss what design thinking is, the basic theory of design thinking, the stage of design thinking, the application of design thinking, the function and goals of design thinking, and an explanation of the 5 stages of design thinking in detail. And during the first discussion, so what is design thinking? Design thinking is a human-centered problem-solving method emphasizing empathy, collaboration, and input from interest people to produce creative and innovation solutions. The following discussion is a theoretical basis. So what is the theoretical basis of design thinking? According to Dwyer 2014, design thinking is a human-centered and collaborative approach to solving a problem creatively, interactively, and practically. Design thinking is seen from the point of view of humans by considering the technological feasibility that is owned, as well as economic viability. Design thinking includes 3 elements as follows. Furthermore, at the first design thinking only had 3 stages. 3 stages consist of inspiration, idea, and implementation. Inspiration is a need or problem that motivates the search for a solution or innovation. Then ideation, namely the process that generates ideas, development, and testing. As well as implementation, namely finalizing the application to the user. With the development of the 3 stages, it develops into 5 stages, which basically have no difference, but emphasize more on certain parts to produce more detailed procedure. The 5 stages contained in design thinking are empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and also test. First, empathize. Empathize is a stage to gain empathic understanding through the problem to be solved. Second, define. Define is the stage of determining the problem to be solved through the information collected in the previous stage. Third is ideate. Ideate is the stage for determining the ideas that have been collected. Fourth, prototype. Prototype is a stage that visualizes a product or service based on an idea that will be tested. 5. Test. Test is the stage of testing and evaluating the product or service prototype that has been made. The 5 stages of design thinking must be carried out sequentially, starting from empathizing to the final stage, namely the test stage. For example, the application of design thinking to a well-known automotive company, namely BMW. When a customer sets foot in a BMW vehicle, it will be an unforgettable experience, because every corner has beauty. The BMW company managed the design details, from the aerodynamic exterior to the minuscule sound effect when certain buttons are pressed. With design thinking, BMW can understand what comfort needs to be considered when customers enter the car. The way, the company will continue to look for ideas that will always understand the customer problem. The design thinking function itself can develop companies, both startup and corporation. While the purpose of design thinking is to solve complex problems that have not been clearly defined or the best solution has not been found by understanding the needs of the people involved. After knowing the 5 stages of design thinking, let's look at the explanation of the 5 stages of design thinking. This stage we are required to have understanding of how they do something and why do it. Understand their physical and emotional needs, how they think about the problem, and what is most important to them. In the empathize stage, empathy quizzes are how to get to know user more closely. The company will collect user data through observe, which is a research step where the researchers look at user and their behavior in using the product. The engage, which is a research step carried out by conducting interaction and interview with users regarding their needs and expectations. Finally, there is immerse, which is the research step by trying to experience, hear, or feel what customer experience or feel. In empathize, there are several tables, namely tables that need to be done, tables of pain and gains that are useful to help us in compiling the empathize stage. The following is an explanation of this table. Before filling in the table that needs to be done, A design thinker must determine the context and purpose of the problem that occur. What is the difference between table context and table destination? The context table is a table that used to explain the context of the problem being faced by a customer. The objective table is a table that explains the problem to be solved in the context of the table. In our goal, we have to ask the customer to find out the problem that occurred in the customer. Table that needs to be done, there is an explanation of the problem that are being or have been experienced by the customer himself. Then below it is necessary to do a pain table. Pain is everything that is painful that is felt by customer, but customers still need and are obligated to run it, so that the feelings experienced by customer can lead to frustration. Underneath, there is a gain table. Gain is a desire desired by the customer but cannot be achieved by the customer himself. After knowing the explanation of the table on the screen, then we proceed to the next table. When asking, we can use cue card to help us create question to ask customer. Then in the second stage, namely define. What is define stage? At the define stage, it is required to accumulate information obtained at the empathize stage, then analyze and define what problem will be solved, and have the goal of understanding and getting input from the problems experienced by user. At this stage, it also allows one to identify the various element needs, such as product, function, and future. In the user table, there is an explanation of who the customer is most feeling all the problem being faced at this time. Then there is a needs table which explains the main problem or constraints that are being faced by the customer. Then the insight table explains the final result, which is the problem being faced by the customer. Next, we enter the how might we table. The how might we table explains the brainstorming process in finding the most important problem and can be used in the idea stage. Can also be used to rearrange this problem. The third stage in the design thinking process is ideation, where we concentrate on creating and selecting the best idea to solve the problem experienced. In choosing the best idea, the idea must fulfill three main elements. The first one is desirability, namely the solution chosen according to human needs. Second, are we able to make it with existing researches? That name feasibility. And lastly, viability. Can the selected idea provide business benefit? After we put forward idea to solve a problem, the next step is to choose the best idea. In choosing the best idea, a designer can use several methods as follows. First, post-it voting or dot voting. This method is a method of selecting ideas that friends may often find in their surrounding. This method carried out by writing down all problem-solving ideas on post-it paper, and then participants will choose 3 until 4 favorite ideas using sticker or marker in the selected idea area column. Second, the 4-category method. The 4-category method involves dividing ideas according to their relative abstractness, from the most rational to the long-shot option. Next, bingo selection. Bingo voting methods inspire members to share ideas. However, in this method, contributors are encouraged to divide ideas according to various form factors, such as their potential application in physical prototyping, digital prototyping, and experiential prototyping. The main goal in an ideation stage is to use the creativity and innovation of designer. In addition, in this stage, the designer focuses on quantity to obtain potential idea and develop them into a solution later. At this prototyping stage, it can be interpreted as the stage of turning idea into physical form so that later user can interact with this idea. Prototypes are made before the result of the design will be mass produced. This prototype testing method is carried out by giving or distributing it to the team itself or another group within a company. Prototypes that can be used: digital or physical mock-up. Digital or physical mock-up is a visual medium that is used to see a preview of a design concept, which is then given a visual effect so that the resulting image looks like actual form. Next is flowchart. Now flowchart, surely friends have often used it. The flowchart itself is a graphical depiction of the step of process sequence of a program or activity. Application. In general, it is an applied tool that is enabled to perform a specific task and is ready to be used by the user. Design product. Well, for the next type of prototype, friends must have studied, especially in the CTI subject in semester 1, where friends learn to design a product from the planning process until later become a prototype in both 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional form. Next, layout design. Then there is layout design, in which the design process is devoted to managing the physical arrangement of equipment and production machine, workstation, people, material location, and material handling equipment. And the last one, we have website. Finally, there is the prototype of website type, namely all web page content from a domain that contains information. The final stage of design thinking is the test phase, where at this stage the aim is to rigorously test the product using the best solution identified during the prototyping phase. To carry out the stage of the testing the prototype that has been made, you can use several ways, namely, first, interview or asking by the customer directly regarding the subject to be targeted. Second, filling in the questionnaire, namely by providing a number of questions that can provide indirect feedback related to the prototype that has been made. Third, testing the application or trying the application directly, namely by conducting direct trial to try the feature that exists in the product or service that has been made at the prototype stage. The essence of the test phase is to let the user or target subject understand concepts that have been made at the prototype stage. We may not explain the prototype we make to user or target subject, and let them learn and assess what are the advantages and disadvantages of given prototype solution. Last one, thank you for your attention on this tutorial and see you in class.